क्या है? I remember I asked a question once, several years ago, when I was working in the villages with some teams, some jathas. We used to go from place to place to find out how people live, how's the education, what are the problems. And we were in Kerala with the Kerala Shastra Sahitya Parishad people, and Krishna Kumar, who was a very great educationist we had. And listening to all of them, I asked Krishna, Krishna, you are such a great educationist. Everybody reads your books, here, abroad, everywhere. And we've been going around and there are so many educational problems at the grassroots here. What people think, how they think, what is their language, what is the relationship. And all this is being explored and people are trying to write new books and we are all involved in creating a new curriculum for them. And I think there is more research being done at the moment in elementary education in India than anywhere else. I mean, deeper research. And then I asked Krishna Kumar, who happens to be in Delhi University, very great scholar. I said, Krishna, तुम्हारे यहाँ PhD thesis कितने निकले हैं? Education में. There is so much work here. Why there are no PhDs? So few PhDs. And he made a remark which जो मुझे बहुत लगा. कहते Professor यशपाल, आप समझते नहीं हमारी प्रॉब्लम. मैं क्या प्रॉब्लम है? कहते हैं there is a pattern of discourse in the subject which is set internationally. What are the things you say when you're talking about education? What are the things you write about? What's the literature one you must go through? That unless you can write a piece of paper which conforms to that, it doesn't get published internationally. मैंने कहा बकवास है ये. What is research is what concerns issues and problems and what people deal with. If you go away from this, you can become very, very academic, so to say, but you are relatively worthless. अरे फर्क क्या पड़ा इससे? लोगों की जिंदगी में क्या फर्क पड़ा? पढ़ाने में क्या फर्क पड़ा? What is all this? And we had quite an argument about this. मुझे भी लगता है यार तुम लोग क्या घबराते क्यों? 6 महीने 1 साल ये करते रहो डेटा जाने दो, लग जाओ, घुस जाओ चीज के अंदर, प्रॉब्लम के अंदर, नई जबान निकालो, नया नॉलेज निकालो, नई किस्म की बातें निकालो, तब असली रिसर्च निकलेगी. मैं इसके लिए बात करने नहीं आया, पर मुझे लगता You may say that what do I know about social science? I'm not a social scientist, but that's not quite true in the sense that when I started doing this space broadcasting experiment many years ago, 30 years ago, first time in the world trying to reach far-off villages through live television than anybody had ever done in the world anywhere, both technology and then try to communicate with people you had never seen. You didn't know their language. And what do? Clearly you had to get a lot of social scientists to work with you. And we had very large number of social scientists. I tried to learn their language. We worked together as to how to do the needs assessment studies, how to do the cultural studies of places, and how to get involved in creating program for this purpose. And I found that very, very enlightening. But I found that in order to have meaning, you have to get down to real issues and get down and interact with people rather than keep on reading scholarly papers about this. And it turned out that we ultimately had quite a large number of social scientists involved, about 200 social scientists involved in the experiment in order to find out what we have to do. So I think this is still not done. There is a whole lot which needs to be done in all sciences, all around the world. ये बाहर वाले इधर रोक डाल के सोशल साइंस को बड़ा खराब दबा दे. यहाँ बहुत लोग हैं. There are many people here in every country who are very, very subtle and very deep, and they are not really appreciated enough. Social sciences. My friends from social science, please, please, please don't neglect your own thinking and your ideas about what is good for people, your people. They are more important than anything else. More important even than the scholars here. Okay, now I get to say something. I did that day before yesterday. And I'll try to pose for you a problem which has occurred to me, very strong problem, which I don't think we have examined, which the world has examined carefully. We all think that we have so many wise men in the world. We have had wise people. We have fantastic religions here. Not only in this country, all over the world. And since the beginning, you can count the wise men starting from the great, you call them not even men, they are beyond men, who started the religions. You have in Islam, you have in Christianity, you have in Buddhism, you have in Hinduism, you have in Jainism, you have in anything, and you keep on having new ones every day, you keep on having new ones every year and so on, who create so much wisdom, who give so much happiness to people. People spend it, they go to temples, they go to mosques, they go to churches, they sing, they pray, and they get so much peace. And they get close to each other. But these people, very people who get very close to each other, someday, somewhere, all of a sudden, they turn against each other. Because of a small difference, because of a piece of dress which is worn, what you wear, a certain phrase, the way you pray, and the enmities which are, and I don't know how many people we have killed in this planet since the beginning. Every year how many people we kill, I don't know. We can't even count them. Thodi is better research karo yaar. How many people are killed because of this sociological problem? And I suggest to you, it is a deep sociological problem, and not knowing any other term for it, I think all this happens because of social immunology. Just as in immunology, you get sick if you get a different kind of a chemical and so on. You get sick. In social immunology also, there are some people when you meet in some way, you become enemies and you kill each other. What is the human beings, people in Israel and people Arabs? अरे क्या गलती है उनमें? ये सोशल साइंटिस्ट के बारे में सोच नहीं सकते, सोचते ही नहीं है गहराई से. क्या बात है, क्या कर सकते हैं? कुछ नहीं हो सकता. I think This is not a civilized world. तो इसके बारे में what right do I have as a scientist, as a physicist, also a human being, कि सोचूं इसका कोई रास्ता और रास्ता निकल सकता है कि नहीं? मुझे लगता है कि निकल सकता है. I want to shock you today by saying that this world has been around for 3-4 billion years. Our planet, I don't know exactly. Life maybe 3 billion years, not human life, but some kind of life we developed finally into this form. वो 300 करोड़ साल हो गए, बहुत समय है, और इतने साल से हम एक दूसरे को मारते रहे. दिमाग शायद बाद में शुरू हुआ. Thinking started later, but thinking hasn't reached that place. It doesn't even get to that place. Now, what really hits me very, very strongly when I start thinking about it, do you know that total life of this planet, half the life is gone. The whole planet. 4-5 billion years. Afterwards, the planet will won't be there. Sun won't be there. So at the time when the planet itself has finished half its life, clearly all life has also finished half its life. There comes a fantastic input into the history of the planet. It is after half the life is gone, we have developed a capability of intellectually thinking about what life is, intellectually thinking about how to live together, intellectually thinking about how to create lives, intellectually talking about global warming. We didn't talk about global warming even 100 years ago. We didn't know what to say about global warming. We didn't know what to do about any of these things 100 years ago. We didn't. Radio is only 100 years old. We think all these things have been there all.